Welcome to Manna at the Tap, a podcast from Tapestry Ministries. Each episode reflects on a daily Bible reading from the Revised Common Lectionary. I'm Gloria, a fellow traveler on a spiritual journey with the Tapestry community, and we refer to the daily Bible reading as our spiritual manna. It nourishes our souls, fostering spiritual growth as we share insights and interpretations that enrich our spiritual lives. Today is Tuesday, July the 15th, 2025, in the fifth week after Pentecost during the season of ordinary time. This is a time for us to live an extraordinary, disciplined life as we experience spiritual growth. The lectionary reading comes from the Old Testament book of Proverbs. The main author was King Solomon, along with other contributors. King Solomon succeeded his father, King David, and during his inauguration, he asked God for wisdom to govern Israel. A proverb is a concise statement that typically offers advice on life, wisdom, or a profound truth. The book of Proverbs, though, clearly states its central theme in the opening chapter. Start with God. The first step in learning is bowing down to God. Only fools thumb their noses at such wisdom and learning. That verse is Proverbs chapter 1, verse 7, translated in the Message Bible. The reading today is Proverbs 19, verses 1 to 17, which emphasizes the importance of integrity over wealth and highlights the value of wisdom and kindness, especially towards the poor. Personal integrity has no price. It is better to be poor with integrity than to be a wealthy person no one can trust. People ruin their lives through their own foolishness, making poor and hurried decisions, and then they blame God for what they bring on themselves. We all know about fair weather friends. Many people want to be friends with someone who is wealthy, but these friendships often lack authenticity or depth. When someone is experiencing financial struggles and difficult times, potential friends and even family members often avoid them. And if they try to reach out, people tend to look the other way, pretending not to see them. Someone who lies about another might temporarily avoid punishment, but nothing escapes God's notice. In the end, they will be caught. Pursue wisdom, and you will develop a wise heart. By doing so, you will cherish your own life. Wisdom is not just something to acquire, it comes with understanding, something to hold close and treasure. When an untrained servant takes over their master's role, the community will encounter incompetence, mismanagement, abuse of power, and corruption. A wise person is slow to anger and often forgives others by overlooking their offenses. A child who is unwilling to take advice is proud and conceited, and this child can cause grief to the parents because they are a disgrace and may potentially bring ruin to the family. A wife who nags continuously is like the never-ending dripping of a tap. However, a discreet and virtuous wife is a priceless gift from God to her husband. The problem with laziness is that it breeds more laziness, leading one into a state of deep inactivity. No work can be done while in a deep sleep. Eventually, this results in that person becoming trapped in a cycle of sleep and hunger. The person who obeys God's word is wise and will protect and safeguard their life. Living recklessly leads to death. And now to the final verse in our reading. It encourages us to feel compassion for those in poverty. Then, when we give to the needy and show love toward them, it is like lending money to the Lord Himself, and He repays those loans in full.